What's up? What's up? What's up? Dun, 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 dun. All right. Let's go ahead and be done with the video. Is it gonna work? What happened here? StreamYard's bugging. I can't hear the treble. Turn up the treble. Turn up the treble. Oh, come on, StreamYard. What's going on? Turn up. Oh my lord, there we go. Jeez. Like I Oh, come on. All right, hold on 1 second. Yeah. We talked about Slim Jim in last night's show over at the True Crime Channel. If you guys remember, we were checking out the Vinnie Politan episode about Sebastian Rogers and his guest Jonesy. I was like, that dude looks like Macho Man Randy Savage stepping to a Slim Jim. So I thought we'd do some comedy reaction and coffee over here for a little bit this evening. Not only talking about since when did Slim Jims become gross? Because I always thought they tasted good. I don't know. Do you guys like Slim Jims? I like Slim Jims. Do you guys like Slim Jims? I don't know. When did they become gross? I like them. I think they're a good snack, especially when like we're out there doing searches and stuff. You get the beef jerky, you get the jerky, you get the cheese with it. You know what I mean? It's a good snack when you're out there in the wilderness and you just need something quick that's got a lot of in it. And definitely I'm a Slim Jim fan, so I don't know. We're gonna find out when did we decide that Slim Jims were gross, and then we're gonna be checking out a video where dumb YouTubers film their own crimes. It's gonna be a little episode about that. Oh boy. Ain't nothing better, right? Film your own crime. There you go. Take a bite out of it. All right, give me 1 second. We're gonna switch it up. Thank you all for hopping in. We're just little teeny reaction show before I wind down this evening. Got a little bit more work after we're done, but I'm trying to like take some time away from all that work, and so that's why I'm kind of over here hanging out a little bit. It still feels like work because I'm at the same spot as work, but just hang out and have fun for a little bit. I don't know. We're gonna find out. They're gonna talk about it. We're gonna check out this, but first we're gonna check out this video. This is where did it go? Hold on 1 second. Oh man, StreamYard's bugging and it just like reset everything. Hold on. What the heck? Oh, it's really bugging. Hold on. My bad. All right. So I'll have to do it as we go. All right. This first one is going to be from a channel. You might not be subbed to him, but you might. Little videos I like to watch time to time. Weird history food. They got a lot of interesting videos. Trust me, I watch a lot of different shit. All right. I love them because they're little like 5 or 10-minute videos as I'm going through all my work, and all my some of the sources and things like that. I come across these, And it's nice because as I'm doing all this stuff, I can just kind of sit there, let the mouse hover over it for a second, and just listen to it while I, make coffee or something. So, uh, I don't know. I don't know what this video is gonna be like, but I don't know. I didn't know when Slim Jims became gross, but we're gonna check it out. Step into a Slim Jim.
Unless you've been living on Mars, odds are you've heard the phrase,
"Step into a Slim Jim."
probably from a professional wrestler. Slim Jims are a meat snack that is similar to, but legally distinct from beef jerky. And in the 1990s, they were everywhere. But all of a sudden, this once dominant salty treat seemingly blinked out of existence.
What do you mean? Hold on a minute? I could have swore I see Slim Jims all over in the gas station. Don't be sure. I don't know. I don't know if there's gonna be Busby. I almost called you Bunny. Bugs Bunny. I don't know if there's gonna be any bugs, Busby. But I don't know. I didn't know that they became extinct. Unless they're hold on a minute. Maybe they're called something else and I just assume they're called Slim Jims. I don't know. I could have swore there's Slim Jims all over the gas station. I don't know. We'll find out.
As if Thanos snapped into one. So what happened? Today, we're getting the skinny on why we stopped snapping into Slim Jims.
I didn't stop snapping into Slim Jims. Slim Jim, you're the shit.
Before we get started, be sure to subscribe to the Weird History Food channel.
All right, and here's the link to this video as well. If you'd like to go sub and go show some love, there you go. We'll go ahead and display that for a second because we share it like no other out there. All right, here we go.
For that, please leave a comment and let us know what other snacks you would like to hear about. Okay, I've got to be a macho man. Macho, macho, macho man, yeah, macho. You get the idea.
Slender James? Wait a minute, what? Who's Slender James? Is that what they called him? Slender James? Was that his name? I never knew a Slender James. It was always Macho Man. What? And Randy Savage, not Slender James. I don't know what that...
Disappointing though it may be, the Slim Jim was not invented by a slim guy named Jim. In fact,
that's a crazy game, Slender Man. And now there's some Slender Man killing case out there. Go look it up if you haven't checked it out or heard of it. But man, this is a crazy game. I used to play this with my daughter. This shit's crazy. It would always freak the hell out of us.
In fact, the inventor's name was actually Adolf, and we have no idea what his physique was like at the time. That time, incidentally, would be 1929. The U.S. was experiencing a minor economic hiccup that would come to be known as the Great Depression.
That's not a minor hiccup. That's a major hiccup. That's a major one.
So a 16-year-old Adolf Levis dropped out of his Philadelphia school to help earn money for his family. Young Adolf was clearly a self-starter, and he quickly established a business supplying local delis and bars with things like condiments, cabbages, relishes, and various pickled meats, which is pretty impressive for a teenager. After a while, he noticed that his runaway best...
Hey, you got to get the hustle on. When I was 13... I needed to, I would get bikes and repaint them and work on them and repaint them, get them all shined up, and then flip them for double or triple what I paid for it. That's how I made money when I was 13, 14 years old. Bought pieces of shit bikes, flipped them, painted them, made them look good, and made some change. And then I took some of that change to buy a new bike, and I kept some of the other for the profit.
Seller was pepperoni. Bar owners were selling slices to patrons as a snack food, and young Adolf found
It's crazy because in my career, I ended up in the auto detail business. So it's kind of crazy, huh?
he could barely restock them fast enough. Already a pretty keen businessman, he sensed there was more money to be made. But pepperoni, as
Look at
a
that
product,
beer.
had a few major drawbacks.
Ooh, that
For
looks
starters,
good.
pepperoni logs take a long time to cure. They're also fairly large and unwieldy, making them difficult to cut and messy
Yep.
to hold, not to mention all the real estate they sucked up on the bar. To address these problems, Levis brought on his brother-in-law, Joseph Cherry, as a partner, and the two hired a meat packer to bring their vision to life.
Huh.
That vision was of a slim, spicy stick of dried meat, which would cure much faster than ordinary pepperoni. These meat sticks could then be distributed to bars, which would
Oh, that looks so gross, don't it? Oh my gosh, especially when you know what that tube is. What's the tube, people? Oh my gosh. Blech. Oh my gosh.
store them in jars of vinegar behind the counter to keep them fresh.
If you don't know, it's intestines.
Those bars advertised the sticks with the slogan, "Less than a meal and more than a snack," which is actually pretty catchy. But what wasn't catchy was the name that Levis and Cherry gave their product, Penrose. The pen was for Pennsylvania.
Penrose? What the hell? The dried beef sticks were actually labeled as Penroses. That's a weird name. Can I have a Penrose?
And the rose was named for Levis's first wife. But customers didn't much care for his sentimentality, and the name never caught on. The product would need a new name, and Levis insisted on something that sounded mature and respectable.
Yuck.
Somehow, that name turned out to be Slim Jim.
There we go. There we go.
Slim Jim sounded classy to Levis because he associated the word slim with Virginia Slim cigarettes, which was marketed as a sophisticated brand at the time. He even came up with
so it's a sophisticated stick. I gotcha.
the cartoon mascot wearing a tux and top hat. The new name caught on, and their manufacturer, Cherry Levis Food Products, became a success. They kept on making snack foods into the 1950s, when they started individually wrapping Slim Jims in cellophane, which made them much easier to transport and store. The change also meant Slim Jims could be sold in grocery and convenience stores, no jar of vinegar required. The new markets kicked the business into overdrive and eventually drew the attention of food manufacturing giant General Mills, who bought out the company in 1967 and moved the whole operation to North Carolina. And for the next 15 years, all Slim Jims would be produced at that North Carolina plant. But in 1982, General Mills sold the brand to a coalition of executives.
Wow, up until 1982, they were just made at one location on one side of the continent and country. Can you imagine how much Slim Jims were in California or Washington State? Damn, I bet them things were expensive over there. General Mills put the company up for sale in 1982, and Dodgett and 3 other good market executives acquired the company.
Long story short, those new owners drastically changed the recipe, which is why the Slim Jims of today are fairly different from the ones Levis and Cherry sold. So if you thought you were tasting 100 years of spiced meat perfection, sadly it's only about half that, which is still some beefy history.
We got cows.
After that, Slim Jims changed hands a few more times, and today they're owned by Conagra Brands. If you're not familiar with that name, they're behind pretty much everything you'll find at your local supermarket, including brands like Birdseye, Swanson, Healthy Choice, Vlasic, Jiffy Pop, Peter Pan Peanut Butter, and countless others. Slim Jims were already successful, but they didn't become the must-have snack of 90s kids until professional wrestler Macho Man Randy Savage growled out the catchphrase,
Need a little excitement? Step into a Slim Jim. Oh, yeah.
Developed by ad men Tom Leland, Roger Martinson, and Hal Rosen of North Castle Partners. The campaign
Wait a minute. Why is this a photo?
ad men Tom Leland, Roger Martinson,
That's the ad man? That's the picture that they have? What happened to his real photo? What the hell is this? Where's his real photo? What?
and Hal Rosen of North Castle Partners. The campaign was originally designed for the comedian Sam Kinison, best known for rudely shouting his punchlines.
Wow, can you oh wow, look. I remember Sam Kinison comedy when I was a kid. That shit was wild, man. Listening to that dude as a little kid, listening to Andrew Dice Clay, Eddie Murphy, oh, Richard Pryor, man. And I would sit there and I'd be like, holy hell. Like, man, these dudes were nuts, man. What a crazy story about. We should have a show on Sam Kinison sometime. What a story, man, from the beginning until the end. Wow, all the different, and and until that time, and until we do a show, check out any Sam Kinison documentary out there. Crazy, especially after the accident where he passes away, having a conversation with somebody that's not even there and then what used to be a preacher before he was a comedian. I'm telling you, it's a crazy story. But can you oh man, like, shout out to Macho Man. He passed away as well, prayers. But not to say Macho Man didn't do a great job, but man, if Sam Kinison would have been able to do the Slim Jims, oh wow, that would have been wild. That would have been wild. Just like Chris Farley was supposed to be Shrek before Mike Myers. No knock to Mike Myers, because he's a hell of an actor and a comedian too. Love him. Austin Powers, the shit. But man, Chris Farley being Shrek. Can you imagine? Oh, with his giggle? Imagine Shrek with Chris Farley's giggle. Oh, it would be gold. Gold. All right.
Kinison, however, turned out not to be interested. So the group decided to go with a famous pro wrestler instead. But that wrestler wasn't Savage. It was James Bryan Hellwig, better known as the Ultimate.
So Sam Kinison said, nah, come on, Sam, that would have been sweet. You're already screaming, coming out like the Kool-Aid through the bricks. You're coming out like Kool-Aid, man, busting through the bricks. Dude, you would have been perfect for Slim Jim. They didn't go after Randy Savage. They went after the Ultimate Warrior first? Wow.
Wrestler wasn't Savage. It was James Bryan Hellwig, better known as the Ultimate Warrior.
So Macho Man was their third choice. That's crazy.
Hellwig signed on in 1991 and did a TV commercial and some radio spots for Slim Jim.
Wow.
But for reasons that have never been made public, in 1993, he was replaced by the Macho Man. The bizarre comedic tone of...
Okay, wait a minute. He did do it? And then, well, because the dude had freaking issues. If any... Listen, I documentaries are my shows. I watch documentaries about everything. Watched a documentary about the Ultimate Warrior. That bro had a lot of issues. So I can see why Slim Jim was like, all right, we finally got to cut bait, because there was a lot of people back then saying the same thing. Even the WWF or WWE. Man, we got to cut bait. Got to cut bait. The dude was nuts, yo.
Wrestler wasn't Savage. It was James Bryan Hellwig, better known as the Ultimate Warrior. Hellwig signed on in 1991 and did a TV commercial and some radio spots for Slim Jim. But for reasons that have never been made public, in 1993, he was replaced by the Macho Man.
Wow.
The bizarre comedic tone of...
Yeah, nobody made those reasons public until they started making documentaries 20 years later, and they're like, oh, snap. Right?
The commercials appealed to viewers and increased both the sales and popularity of Slim Jims, particularly among male teens and adolescents. Savage would stay on as the brand's spokesman until 2000 and has been practically synonymous with the brand's catchphrase ever since. He wasn't the only wrestler to get in on the action. Other ads for iconic meat sticks featured other WWE stars like Edge, Kevin Nash, and Bam Bam Bigelow. More recently,
I never knew.
Bianca Belair, Jey
What?
Uso, and LA Knight. Slim
What?
Jim even tried some ads with
I'll be honest, I don't know some of these other wrestlers because I quit watching a long time ago. When it started getting to be a soap opera, I was like, all right, I don't have time for it. I don't have time for it. Vanilla Ice did some too for Slim Jim.
Vanilla Ice. After all, who wouldn't want snacking advice from a guy named after dessert?
Yeah, Ninja Rap, baby. Ninja Rap.
Of course, nothing lasts forever, and that includes the Snap Into a Slim Jim campaign. After they felt that the slogan had run its course, Slim Jim tried to strike gold again with a number of other irreverent marketing hooks. One of those was a series of commercials featuring actor Dimitri
The State Farm agent guy. The State
hooks.
Farm.
One of those was a series of
The State Farm agent dude. Before he was State Farm agent. You gotta start somewhere, right?
commercials featuring actor Dimitri Garitsis as an anthropomorphic Slim Jim called Slim Jim Guy, who would
I remember him. He was cool as hell. That dude was cool as hell. I remember him. He was cool.
terrorize hungry bystanders by shouting the catchphrase, "Eat me!"
Eat me.
Another featured a character called the Fairy Snapmother, who according to the company resembled a tattooed rocker with wings, which they felt was a familiar
Yeah, I don't remember that one either. Fairy Snap Mother? No.
MTV type of humor young males enjoy. And yet another campaign featured
Oh, so they copied Jackass. Oh my gosh. That was in 2011. Talk about beating a dead horse at that point. How many how many jackasses did they have by 2011? They were already beating the dead horse. In 2011, they're copying Jackass. Oh my lord.
the Snapalope, which was a puppet made of Slim Jims vaguely resembling a deer. It was
The Snapalope. So we're gonna copy Dave Coulier from America's Funniest Videos back in the early 90s when he used to host it, and he used to have the animal that, what was it called? The antelope. Does anybody remember Dave Coulier hosting America's Funniest Videos, home videos or whatever, the all the way back then? It was the antelope or something. Somebody let me know if you remember. It was like some weird animal. Some weird damn animal. Jackalope. There we go. Thank you. And they made a Snapalope. Thank you, H. Thank you. Jackalope. Somebody, thank you. Appreciate you. Shout out.
weird. The Slim Jim Guy even managed to show up as a playable character in the 2001 PlayStation 2 game Dave Mirra's Freestyle BMX 2 as a
What?
testament to the snack's appeal to teens and adolescents.
Oh, now if I would have known that back then, I would have got that game. But other than that, I'm like, this is no fun riding a bicycle around. Vice City, baby. Vice City. Listening to that 80s music, Bryan Adams, Michael Jackson. Seeing the palm trees, the neon lights. Tommy Vercetti. Vice City, baby.
These efforts came close to the popularity of the Macho Man commercials. The end of the wildly successful Snap Into a Slim Jim campaign wasn't the only problem the company
Honestly, when I see this, I don't know if I would buy this package. Hold on.
but none of these efforts came close to the
It's weird. It's like I'm looking at a pack of cigars, and the last thing I want to think a Slim Jim might taste like is a cigar, and that's what I would. Ooh.
popularity of the Macho Man commercials.
Does that not look like a pack of cigars? Oh my god, I'm gonna puke right now. I love cigars. Cigars are my thing, baby. I love me some cigars. Cigars and coffee. But I'm going to tell you right now, Slim Jims looking like that in that package would make, oh my God, I feel like I'd be biting it and eating a cigar now. Gross.
The end of the wildly successful Snap Into a Slim Jim campaign wasn't the only problem the company had to deal with. Over the years, consumers had become increasingly health conscious, and as you might have guessed, processed snack foods like Slim Jims aren't exactly what you might call healthy. As a hedge against changing habits, Slim Jim made
Ooh, that would be good. Chop up Slim Jims and mix it in a salad, right? Think about that, you guys. Chop up Slim Jims in little teeny pieces and mix it up with your salad. Hey, there we go.
Several attempts to branch out over the years, to varying degrees of success. One
Oh.
such spin-off product is the Slim Jim
Not those packages. Oh my gosh, no. Oh no.
Premium, which the company has boasted is made from healthier ingredients, like premium pork and grass-fed beef.
Who put Slim Jims in a damn cup? That is gross. Who the hell puts Who puts Slim Jims in a cup?
Like premium pork and grass-fed beef. They come in flavors like original smokehouse, spicy chili and garlic, and Memphis-style barbecue, described as a meat snack that appeals to a slightly older male,
And who has a premium pork necklace?
and grass-fed beef. They come in flavors like original smokehouse, spicy chili and garlic, and Memphis-style barbecue, described as a meat
Look at my premium pork diamonds. Who gets a necklace like that? Oh my lord. I have to question a lot more if you got a premium pork necklace. Listen. It looks nice. The diamonds look good, but if you're wearing a premium pork necklace, I got a lot of questions. Like, do I need to get like life insurance? Like, well, you know, because that shit fucks with your heart, right? Like, do I need to get life insurance right away? Like, what's going on? You gotta talk to me here. You gotta talk to me. We need to get those blood vessels checked. You know?
meat snack that appeals to a slightly older male consumer. So this one will presumably be a playable character in a golfing video game. The company also unleashed a tidal wave of new Slim Jim flavors,
Ooh,
including
those are
Tabasco,
new.
nacho,
Oh,
dill
yeah.
pickle, savage
Ooh.
spicy, Sonic chili
Hey.
cheese coney,
Yum.
teriyaki, honey barbecue,
Mm.
and a whole
Yeah,
bunch
that sounds
more
good.
in an effort to stay fresh. But changing
Sounds
tastes
good.
and an increasingly competitive snack market weren't the end of Slim Jim's troubles.
That's got to be State Farm guy's first commercial there. And who has a bowl? It's the same lady's house. The same lady has a cup of Slim Jims at the bar in the kitchen, and she also has a bunch of Slim Jims hanging out in the bowl on the coffee table. Look at that furniture. Does that furniture not make you think cigarettes? Does it? Like cigarettes to the point where you sit down and it's all sticky? Look at that furniture. It's telling me tobacco's sticky. Ooh, yuck.
Remember that plant in North Carolina
Oh,
where all those
yeah.
Slim Jim products are made? Well, on June 9th, 2009, it was the site of a devastating natural gas explosion.
Whoa!
The accident devastated 100,000
Natural gas? Holy hell, I can imagine.
square feet of the factory, and also damaged the plant's refrigeration system, releasing
Whoa.
tens of thousands of
Whoa, and there was people working when it happened? Oh my gosh. Oh, wow. Oh, wow.
thousands of gallons of ammonia. 4 workers were killed, and over 70 others were injured. The plant would then be closed
Whoa.
for 6 weeks, and even when it reopened, it was only able to operate at half its former capacity. ConAgra ultimately made the decision to shutter the facility on May 20th, 2000.
Why? Listen, in loving memory of those who put their freaking names on the. Why is their names not on there? Let's promote ourselves, our location of our plant, our logo, and our little saying, our catchphrase. Where's the people's names? Those people's names should be a hell of a lot bigger than any of that font on them sign. Shame on you, ConAgra. People there were just there to help their family survive, and what the hell, man?
11. Ironically enough, the same day Randy Macho Man Savage shuffled off this mortal coil and headed off to that great wrestling match in the sky. So, that was a real
Whoa! So Whoa, so the plant blew up the day before Macho Man passed away? Wow.
Tough day for Slim Jim fans.
Wow.
The brand certainly faced its share of trouble, but like a Slim Jim, the arc of history is long and spicy. In recent years, the iconic meat snack seems to be making something of a comeback. In fact, Slim Jims are arguably more popular than ever. ConAgra currently makes over $1 billion of them every year to the tune of hundreds of millions of dollars
That package just looks so gross. I don't know. It's probably just me.
in profit. And in 2023,
I like the red and yellow. That's what I'm used to.
Slim Jim renewed its relationship with the WWE by signing up for the largest sponsorship in the league's history. They then kicked that relationship off by sponsoring a 20-man battle royale at that year's SummerSlam. What is it with wrestlers and cured meat sticks? Slim Jim has also become the focus of an internet fan club called the Long Boy Gang, which boasts over 1 million members. The group was the brainchild of a New York advertising agency determined to keep the company's marketing youth-focused by focusing their efforts on social media. And it seems to have worked.
Who would buy a Slim Jim jersey? Look, I love jerseys. I'm a throwback man. Always have been. I would never buy a Slim Jim jersey. What the hell is wrong with people? Long Boy Crew. What? What?
According to the packaging, Slim Jims are officially meat snacks, or smoked snack sticks. And if that sounds ominous, you'd better use one to plug your ears. Slim Jim meat sticks do actually contain real meat. That being said, it's not the highest
State Farm.
quality of meat. The meat you'll find in a Slim Jim is typically the cheapest chicken, pork, and beef the company can find, and they are very good at finding it. And then there are the additives. Those include things like soy, corn, and wheat, which give the stick a savory umami taste. After that, there's a boatload of salt and something called sodium nitrate, which prevents the Slim Jim's red color from fading to an unsettling dead ET gray while it's in the packaging. Sprinkle in some lactic acid and dextrose to kill bacteria, and bam, you've got yourself a Slim Jim. In other words, a Slim Jim is sort of like a sausage made from a slurry of different meats.
Okay, the title of the video is When Did We Decide That Slim Jims Were Gross? I believe tonight is when I decided that Slim Jims were gross because, you know, you kind of have that plausible deniability. You know what I mean? Where, you know, it's probably not made out of good stuff, but you don't really watch the things that tell you what it's made out of. You know, plausible deniability. Hey, I know it's not good, but hey. But I think tonight is the night where I decided I'm not gonna have. I'll stick to Jax. Jax is good, right? Let me ask. Jax is good, right? Jax is good. Tell me Jax is good. Please tell me. Tell me Jax is good.
Unfortunately, while they're just as delicious, maybe even more so depending on how drunk you are, Slim Jims are much more unhealthy than your average sausage. In fact, at least one medical professional recommended avoiding them completely, unless you're trapped miles away from civilization and have no other options to feed yourself while awaiting rescue. But that probably didn't change anyone's minds about them, because they're just too dang tasty. The basic process of creating a Slim Jim isn't really much different from making a sausage. A food so acceptable, it comes on pizzas and McMuffins, and there's no way anyone will.
Whoa, where did McMuffins have pepperoni and cheese on them? Those look good as hell. Those look really good. English, oh my gosh. Those look good. English muffins with cheese and pepperoni. Man, it's too bad I'm so busy. I'd love to cook stuff like that, you know?
Will get as hype as the Macho Man by eating just one species of animal at a
That
time.
looks good.
That's
That
why
looks
he
good.
and John Madden invented the turducken. Citation.
That is, yes. Does anybody know what a turducken is? I didn't find out until I came here, and they're like, "Yeah, a turducken." I was like, "What? What the hell is a turducken?" Oh, It's a turkey, a duck, and a chicken, and they're all stuffed inside one another. And I was like, "What? That's fucking gross. That's gross." I don't know. It might be because I'm from a different part, a different region. That's something that I never really was exposed to or heard of. So maybe it's some high class society shit. I don't know. Maybe that, I don't know. But yuck. Sorry, it does not sound good.
Needed. In other words, part of the reason Slim Jims have had such a long shelf life is that they aren't anything more than they claim to be. A delicious spiced snack stick of various meats sent to brighten your afternoon. Or ride a BMX in your favorite
There you
video
go,
game.
Dave Mira.
So, what do you think?
Growing up in the 19...
Whoa. Hold on a minute. That's not what I have next.
Unless you've been living on Mars.
All right, hold on. That's not what I have next. All right. We'll go through. We'll go through one more. How long have we gone? Oh, shoot. We've gone 40 minutes already. Oh, I took a little longer to go through that one. You know what? I'll save this. I'll save the YouTube criminal one for the next show. I was thinking I could get through them both in a half hour, but we've already passed that time limit. So I'll save that one for the next show. YouTubers filming their own crimes. I mean, come on, people. We'll hang out again. We'll be back tomorrow night. I might take a break over at True Crime and come back over here. I'm not sure yet. I said the same thing last night and ended up doing True Crime. Hey, and I got to come over here for a little bit too. So who knows? Maybe we'll do the two for tomorrow night. But either way, I'm going to be live on either place. So we will be back tomorrow. We've got a lot of other shows coming up this weekend here. Knocking a lot of stuff out. And we'll have some more of this and some more gaming too. If you just came over here, check out some of the Police Sim. Check out the Police Sim. That's fun as hell. Me and Trey just did one. I got to upload that video on this channel. We did it over at the other channel together. The Police Sim stuff. That shit's crazy. But thank you. I appreciate you guys. Yeah. Have a good night. Peace, positivity. Stay warm. It's cold as hell out there. Another winter storm coming. It's going to be coming again. So stay warm out there still. But we'll definitely be back hanging out. Appreciate y'all. Love you guys.